Speaking of countries to the south of us, does the Secretary believe that immigrants who are deported to these other countries are entitled to due process under the Constitution?
Well, there's always, of course, due process. These are individuals who have either violated our laws or their visas have been removed.
The president
and they have to be removed from the country. Well, let me speak again about the nature of the State Department and the process that's happening here. If these are individuals, of course, who then have to leave the country and are not able to be accepted or returned to their home country, the Secretary's worked very hard at making sure that there are other nations that will accept them. And all through this process,
to the El Salvadorian
you have individuals
lately?
Who've gotten into the country with visas or in a fashion that is through the process, and the dynamic of making a decision if they can stay in the country also involves due process. So
okay.
I think the nature of how we're proceeding as a department has spoken for itself.
Okay, has Marco Rubio spoken recently with Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador?
Well, I'm not going to speak up to which world leaders the Secretary speaks to. He speaks to multiple world leaders every day.
Is he still working on the case
in one
of
fashion
Kilmar
or
Abrego
another?
Garcia?
And I'm not going to speak
is
to
he
his
still working on the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia?
With the president.
Is he still working on the case
I'm
of Kilmar
not going to
Abrego
speak
Garcia?
to his work. I'm not going to speak to the nature of the work that he does every day in its details. Clearly, this has been an issue that is at the forefront. But you're the spokeswoman for the State Department. I mean, with all due respect, yes, but that doesn't mean that. Just a minute. That doesn't mean I'm the gossiper for the State Department.
I'm not asking you to gossip.
I'm
asking you
the secret giver of the State Department. I'm telling you the nature of what it is that I can speak to, and it does not include the day-to-day operations or choices the Secretary of State makes. That's not going to happen. We clearly know this is in the forefront for the State Department and the forefront for the Secretary of State, but you're not going to get the nature of the details of negotiations, diplomacy, or the decisions the Secretary makes during his day.